At the Donald McNeely Center for Entrepreneurship, we are all about inspiring the entrepreneurial spirit. Whether in our classrooms, on a business trip, alum and community engagement, or just in the messiness of having a venture concept and the guts to make it happen, as we conclude the 2019-2020 academic year, let's take a look through the lens of our Center and Benedictine values, community, liberal arts, social impact, embracing ambiguity, seeking opportunities, pivoting and figuring it out, and gratitude on all that has happened throughout the year. Community. Whether an entrepreneur scholar, student in the campus-wide entrepreneurship classes, a College of St. Benedict St. John's University alum, or have attended one of our events, you are part of our community, part of our family. As we launched the year with our campus-wide David Forrester Spark to Start, we could feel the energy and promise of students leaning into the opportunities and challenges that are embedded in the life of an innovator and entrepreneur. We launched spring with the Eric Rigo Big Idea competition, spreading the spirit of ideation and starting something. 120 students submitting a video pitch, top 10 finalists pitching before a live audience, resulting in the Benny Sweep, and E15 Kathy Wynn receiving the big check for her passionate cricket cupcake venture pitch. We feel the entrepreneurial spirit and support of students exploring ideas when entering the student hatch, or in the classroom where they are learning the key theories, steps, and experiences that are part of the entrepreneurial journey. We feel the spirit and support in the energy of stepping on a plane, train, subway, or car, and sometimes even a rickshaw, to embark on exploring a new place, to meet new people, and expand and refine ideas. Entrepreneurship takes a village, and at the McNeely Center, we are fortunate that the community is in our DNA as core to our institutional founders' Benedictine values. Entrepreneurship is a liberal art. To be a great entrepreneur, inspired learning, inspired lives, our College of St. Benedict St. John's University tag sets the tone. We are proud of the academic diversity of students within our Entrepreneur Scholar cohorts and our campus-wide courses. Over the course of the last 17 years, our Entrepreneur Scholar cohorts have had members from 24 different majors. And at our annual Entrepreneur of the Year Awards, our community celebration of the entrepreneurial spirit, our celebrated alums showcase the diversity of their liberal arts education and strong commitment to their Benedictine values as distinct in launching and leading their ventures. Congratulations once again to our 2019 honorees, St. John's University Alum of the Year, Russ Sherlock of Equian, College of St. Benedict Alum of the Year, Sandy Forrester, Little Pepper Promotions, and Social Entrepreneurs of the Year, Pathways for Youth, Steve Breshahan, John Bodette, and Tim Wensman. Over the past many years, we now have 10 two-credit courses offered to students of all majors and class years, taught by faculty and alum adjuncts representing varied disciplines and experiences. In all of our opportunities, students have not only grown in the course content, but also from the richness of the diversity of their liberal arts engagement and the possibilities of collaborations as they explore their ideas and ventures. Scan the environment to discover opportunities. Through the classroom and experiential learning, our entrepreneurs draw upon curiosity to scan trends and identify opportunities. Those opportunities may result in new venture ideas, product or service offerings, new or expanded markets, new partnerships, and building relationships. This year, we at the Center use that same mindset in order to develop many campus collaborations this year, including partnering with the Eugene McCarthy Center for Public Policy to host a visit by Lauren Simmons, developed a new Creativity and Innovation Day with our Office for Professional and Experiential Learning, sponsored many guest speakers, and promoted community opportunities such as Generator, and the G Alpha program, with Entrepreneur Scholar alum Precious Drew as the St. Cloud Market Director. We gathered our community to showcase their ventures at the McNeely Market. We celebrate the successes of the first sale, support the decisions to pivot, and introduce resources to achieve all of our ventures' visions. Embrace ambiguity. Dr. Paul Marsnick, our founding academic director, has a mantra: embrace ambiguity. The journey of an entrepreneur and life as we currently are experiencing are full of unknowns. During their time with the center, we push students not just to tolerate ambiguity, but to invite it, to honor it, to embrace ambiguity. For an entrepreneur scholar, this equates to starting with concept ideas in Course 1, a viability assessment in Course 2, and documenting a comprehensive business plan in Course 3. Students learn quickly that entrepreneurship has a rapid succession of successes to celebrate and failures or surprises that make us pause and learn. However, our students have become more comfortable being uncomfortable, to the point that reaching out to schedule an informational interview, being vulnerable to share a business challenge, and just taking a step back to reassess, but then boldly stepping in, is just second nature. Social impact. Inspired by our founding orders, the Benedictine values provide the foundation to the center, our student ventures, and alums to make impact on the world. Throughout this year, there are numerous examples on how our Bennies and Johnnies use their entrepreneurial spirit for the greater good. The T-Spot fundraiser for Bahamian hurricane relief, Clemens Perk Coffee Shop's commitment to share profits to the center to support campus entrepreneurial programming, and most recently E15 Hannah Deegan with Hemmeline Co. sharing profits from her jewelry business for the food shelf needs of the Brainerd community. Through legacy ventures of Extending the Link, recently winning a Student Production Award from the Upper Midwest Regional Emmy Chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences for sharing important social impact issues on both a global and local scale, as well as Square One, traveling to Kenya this spring break to support launching and growing village ventures. We set the foundation for our students and alums to look for opportunities to support each other's ventures in their communities and throughout the world. We continually consider the judicious use of resources and sustainable ways that impact of the entrepreneurial decisions we make have on the communities in which we work and live. Pivoting and figuring it out. During the last few chaotic months, we and our students are getting a graduate degree in the art of pivoting and figuring it out, one of my favorite mantras. As innovators and entrepreneurs, we are trained that the best laid plan might need a pivot, or even as Paul might say, go out back and shoot the horse. Amid the chaos, we are scanning for opportunities as well as problem solving in order to navigate the choppy waters that sometimes the world brings on. Our center and students did a commendable job in leaning into this pivot forced upon us. We helped each other and reimagined what venture progress might look like when health, community, and family took the front burner to the horizon of spring and the celebrations memorializing an academic year well achieved. Classes continued, our beloved Hatch is now virtual, and we all continue to puzzle with the possibilities a new normal will bring. Gratitude. We give great thanks to many for the support of the Donald McNeely Center for Entrepreneurship in 2019 and 20 to have a memorable and impactful year. First, to our funding sponsors. We thank the Manitou Fund, the philanthropic organization of the McNeely family, for their generous gift this academic year, which allows us to serve students of all majors and class years to grow in their entrepreneurial spirit and mindset. We are forever grateful to our 10 for 10 scholarship campaign donors years ago, as well as new local donors and sponsors who together provide Entrepreneur Scholars need-based scholarships, as well as support the annual operating budget. Amazing center mentors and volunteers. A deep expression of gratitude for our center mentors, whose gift of professional insights, frank feedback, and unconditional support fuels our student entrepreneurs in the daunting journey of launching and leading a venture. Special thanks to Bob Foster, this year's Entrepreneur in Residence. We are so lucky to have the legal, business, and entrepreneurial spirit of Bob with us regularly and as chair of our board of advisors. We're so fortunate to his tireless support of the center mission, our team, and students. We also thank the many, many other College of St. Benedict St. John's alums and our community friends who have visited with students on campus through virtual mediums and hosted us at McNeely Mondays or visited with us when on the road, be it in the Twin Cities, Silicon Valley, Phoenix as judges at our annual University of Portland Consortium meeting, or in China. Campus partners. The center would not be where it is today without the strong leadership and advocacy of Rob Culligan and the St. John's Institutional Advancement Team, as well as Kathy Hansen and the St. Ben's IA team. They continue to share our mission with alums and friends to cultivate the funding and expertise resources to make our center strong. We have enjoyed campus partnerships this year with fine arts programming, the Eugene McCarthy Center for Public Policy and Civic Engagement, the libraries, residential life, and the Office for Experiential and Professional Development. We appreciate the support of our faculty and academic leadership who endorse our work, and the institutional leadership of the College of St. Benedict President Mary Dana Hinton, who is always up for promoting our events, even if it required a little acting, and Interim St. John's University President Gene McAllister, who made a stop at the Hatch a priority in his first month on campus. Center Student Team. Many thanks to Claire Durand, class of 2020, as our experienced veteran that set the tone for our student center team. Her strong organization and creative skills were always in full force, with a willingness to do whatever was needed, including producing this wonderful mix of virtual year-end video celebrations. Cheers to you, Claire. You will be missed. And thanks to the Student Center team members, Gavar, Michael, Claire, and Morgan. We look forward to many exciting opportunities for you to shine in the 2021 academic year. Center staff. We have an amazing team, including Kelly Gradine, Center Coordinator, Founding Academic Director, Dr. Paul Marsnick, Entrepreneur Scholar Faculty Steve Schwartz, and the growing campus-wide faculty team, including Greg Taft, Physics, Dana Drazinovich, Communications, Margaret Newhouse of Global Business Leadership, and veteran entrepreneur alum adjuncts Brad Matuska, Bill Pelfrey, and Tim Reardon. This fall, Paul ventured to China, leading our College of St. Benedict St. John's Study Abroad program, which allowed for the terrific opportunity for Kevin Clancy, director of our Center for Global Education, and his wife, Kaishan, to join our center team to lead the China business trip. With their extensive experience and connections in China, the E15s had an amazing experience, including connections and friendships with the Lingnan Normal University students. The LNU students provided unique consulting insight on how to expand the E15 venture opportunities to the Chinese market. Collectively, so many teaching and learning moments. Together, this team expanded the entrepreneurial spirit and toolkit for hundreds. To our entrepreneur scholars, the E15s, the 16s, and our newest 17th cohort, you are amazing. Some of you may not have realized what you were completely getting yourself into when you applied to the Entrepreneur Scholar Program. Oh, how much you've grown, individually and collectively. We admire your resiliency, positivity, support to each other, and the plans you have for your ventures and future. We are excited on the impact you will make on the world. We are grateful to Joe Quay and Bardi Abjani of Artrink LLC, who embraced their roles as entrepreneur fellows by saying yes to almost every ask to spread our McNeely presence, whether tailgating at football games, networking at prospective student events, and being our very first Entrepreneur Scholar students appearing in the St. Paul Pioneer Press. To you, thank you for your interest and affirmation of the work of the Donald McNeely Center for Entrepreneurship. We are grateful to our pioneering founders, the monks and sisters of the Order of St. Benedict, who took bold steps to bring the Catholic and Benedictine tradition to central Minnesota and have impacted the world with their contributions to education, healthcare, liturgical thinking, and intellectual life. We continue with that spirit to cultivate the creativity and innovation within our College of St. Benedict and St. John's University community. As we see every day, our world will never be short of the need for more and more innovation, creativity, resiliency, and care. And through your support, encouragement, and prayers, all make a difference for the Donald McNeely Center for Entrepreneurship and members of the large College of St. Benedict, St. John's University community and family to do our part to make an impact. Cheers to another year.